So wonderful. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to our Forex morning call. I'm really happy to have you here. Petya, good morning here on YouTube, of course, and here on Traders Yard also. It's my great honor and pleasure to support you with my own trading ideas, with my view at the charts, with my DowHow add-on or DowHow's approach, and of course, the one and only trend following system. I'm really happy that I can share this knowledge with you every morning, Monday to Friday, 8 o'clock, right before the markets open. And let's see what we can do today in our Forex morning call. Today, it's Tuesday, July 26th. I hope you had a great night. Today, it's a cloudy day, bit rainy day. Thanks God, it's a little bit colder, less hot, I would say around about 20 degrees this morning. So we can take a deep breath after the last very, very hot days. It's a really cool summer, and I'm really happy that we have such a wonderful and lovely hot summer. This is not the first time that we had 2 years ago. I guess we had the same hot summer, and there's nothing to complain. Thanks God we have such a wonderful situation. So let's see what we can do today in our Forex morning call. I'm Marcus Gabel from DowHow Trading. If you want to know more about logical trading, then visit my homepage, dowhow-trading.com. There is a chat button or notification. If you have any questions, then send me an email. Very soon we will open the chat on the homepage, then you can get in touch with me directly. My team is working actually on the chat button. Okay, so before we start, we have to show you the general risk warning. Trading with stocks and financial assets can expose your capital to substantial risks, possibly even beyond the capital you have invested. Trading is not suitable for everyone. Investment successes as well as profits from the past do not guarantee success in the future. Thomas, wonderful good morning. So here comes my, how should I say, announcement. If you want to know something about trading, this is your chance in the Forex morning call. You can send a question after the show, maybe below the video on YouTube, or you use the chat here on Traders Yard or here on YouTube to send me whatever you want. We can talk about everything because actually we are completely independent from any broker. So first of all, our routine, what do we expect today? You see Tuesday, 26, nothing. There was just only one schedule this night. That was the Bank of Japan monetary policy meeting, and nothing really interesting. They changed the view to the economy a bit, but today its schedule is completely empty. So we can be focused on our trades. And this we want to do right now. So let's see, and let's start with the DAX 15 minutes. And as you can see, we are still circling around the point of control. So we can move it a bit, but you see the point of control has not changed in the meantime. And this is why, yeah, I would say we are not coming, well, we're not going up and down. Actually, in 15 minutes, the price says, wow, everything is fine. Cayetano, greetings to Portugal. Nice to have you here. So though you see, we are still in two trends. And this is what we see, what we want to show, what we want to talk about right now. But first, you know where we are exactly at the point of control. So what's about the trend? So in trend, you see, actually we have two trends. The short trend, actually it's in the fourth trend arm and it's still valid. So the main trend is facing downwards, but there is the correction, and the correction is in its own trend behavior. And here we are in the second trend arm because that behavior on the lower side, yeah. So this one, this, and this, everything was happening at the 0.3 here, and this is just fake breakout. So the uptrend is still valid. So what you can do is, even you made an entry yesterday there, then you could use this move up close to the last point too. So, and you see, there is the price is coming back again. And that means if you draw a trend follow, for example, then you can set a pending order on the way up that we speculate on a trend continuation. Of course, there were a couple of short positions yesterday too, because when you see we are in the fourth trend arm and we can open a trade in the fourth trend arm as the latest position, then you see there was a chance yesterday to go short here also. And then maybe it was enough to trail a stop loss into the profit. Yeah. So, and then the short position would run. You could not lose money, by the way, but you should be prepared in case you trade DAX 40 in 15 minutes. Then there's a great chance to put the pending or the stop buy on the way up without losing money for the short position. So this could be an interesting working style. And this is about DAX 40 actually in 15 minutes. Aurel, good morning. Nice to have you here. Okay, let's come to the top instruments, leading instruments. And we start actually with EURUSD. In EURUSD, I had lovely trades. So first, that was the big short. It was really great. Then I tried to trade the second trend arm. We saw this breakout, but without the close. So therefore, I trailed my hard stop and took the money. So then I'm waiting for the re-entry, and there was a chance to make a re-entry on the way up. So actually, we are circling around the entry, and for the moment, to be honest, there is actually really nothing to do. Of course, my stop loss is above the last point, below the last 0.3, because the trend will break there. But in a really rarely case, I let it happen that I get down to my full stop loss. Normally, when I see, okay, we reach a specific level, then I trail and cut the loss. Or sometimes if I have a trend candle against my position, then I get out. And just the crucial point is not really where you get out. The crucial point is when you get in, re-entry. First place is protect your account. Next one is gold. And actually in gold, you see we are in the fifth trend arm. I tried to trade the fourth trend arm for a breakout, but then with the rate decision of the ECB, the gold price came up again. So I trailed my hard stop and get out. So I don't open a trade in the fifth trend arm right now. So I'm just waiting. Bitcoin, I got out yesterday because it was my third trend arm. You see, I had a lovely profit with this big move. So I tried to open a trade again, and I could see, it was not working for me. So I got out yesterday with a small loss. And it looks like that we go back to the point of control, which actually is placed $20,328 by one coin. And on the right side, you can see, oh, there is showing up a new downtrend. So you should have this in your mind also, that we can trade two trends, long and short. But first of all, actually, we are in the move and we have to wait until the price turns around. Dow Jones, yeah, I'm a little bit in loss. And as you can see, there was no breakout on the upper side. Actually, I could see it's really not working for me. Even we have a lot of space go up to the point of control. So let me put a rectangle here that we can follow the point of control. So even we have a lot of space, but look at this one. We are growing up here with volume zone here. As long as the price remains at this level, the volume is growing up there. So what I can do is to cut my possible loss, because I made profits 2 times on the way up. And now let's see, I trailed my hard stop to cut the loss. And then I'm yeah, just on the sideline to watch for a re-entry, because I'm still in the fourth trend arm. There is no trend continuation yet. So we have to wait. And of course, DAX 40, also around 100 pips, 100 points in loss. Here we go. We have a bit better situation in DAX 40 in the 4-hourly chart because it's my second trend arm. So we have much more space to go up. But you can see, actually, it's not really working for me. So I trailed my hard stop to the last blue candles to cut the possible loss. And if I will get out, then I'm waiting until the end of this down move, waiting for the next balance candle, and then I will do it again. Alexandro, good morning. So that's the top instruments. Let's see about my running trades actually. And we start with Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Yeah, we had here a wonderful profit on the way up. We took this move. I make an entry at the 0.2 again, and now I'm circling at my entry point. So there is not really a trend candle, and of course my stop loss is below the last 0.3. So let's see what happens today. If there will show up a trend candle, then maybe I trail my hard stop. This is a kind of your own working style. Yeah, in my community, my DowHow community, and in the online logical course, there I show you a very proper trade management with clear rules. Here in this free webinar, you have to understand this is just a bit education, but we are live trading. So where you stop, which rules you follow in your trade management is just really up to you, because even a trade management follows logical rules. And if you have to learn this, the only point I can say, you have to invest in your education, or you can go on the way to figure out by yourself. This will cost much more money because you have to try and error. And of course, it will cost a lot of lifetime. And lifetime is not try and error. Of course, not try. Lifetime is running up. And you never get 1 second back. So please keep this in your mind. Aussie Swiss, actually here, that was the first shot here. I had good trades, and also I had, bad trades. So the downtrend is done, and we have just one trend, and this is facing upwards. So that was the first shot. I had a loser, and now I did it again in the third trend arm at the 0.2. So, and let's see if you see you will see a final trend continuation or not. Aussie Kiwi, that's cool. After we saw a price at the 0.2, I trailed a hard stop into the profit. Yeah, and now we are really working on a trend continuation, and that's really cool. So let's see how far the move is going on, and let's just follow the trend. The Swiss JPY. So here we go. We have two trades actually. The long is running here. There was a spike last night, so I got in. So hard stop below the last 3, sorry. But also I have, you see on the right side, I have this downtrend, and this downtrend is in its own correction. So therefore I put a pending order stop sell in case that the downtrend will continue, because I don't know which trend will continue. One of those two must continue. That's a guarantee as a trend follower. So you should be prepared for both sides. Since yesterday, I have an open position in crude oil. Basically, guys, the downtrend is still valid, but here it's my second trend arm in this long position. So let's see how far the move will go. I will see to trail the stop loss maybe when we reach the 0.2, and then I have to manage my trade. Euro Swiss. There is also a long-running downtrend. It's an eighth trend arm. And here on the right side, there is a new uptrend. So you see that was my first attempt. It was not working. So at the 0.3, the price turns around. And now I opened the trade yesterday again. Yeah, if you're not in, for example, then you can set at the same page, at the same price, you can set a pending order stop buy on the way up with a stop loss below the last 0.3. This morning, when I came back to the computer, to the screens, I saw there was a trend candle against me, so I trailed my hard stop to cut the loss, because if the price is going lower, then I can make a re-entry. But I have to be aware that the downtrend is also still valid. Euro Kiwi. This is my short position here. You see the price was not working for me at this price here at this level. So I decided to trail my stop loss from the last 0.3 here to this level to cut the possible loss. Because if the price will get me out here, and as long as the trend will not break here at the last 0.3, yeah, I have to suppose that the trend will continue. Yeah, if we see a break here at the last 0.3, then it's kind of clear that we will have a new trend then. So, and that for that moment, I'm in the fourth, it was the third trend arm, and it was speculating on the trend continuation here. So let's see. Pound Aussie. Yeah, you see, that's the big downtrend, the red one in the second trend arm, big correction. And you see, I tried to open, to go down here, but in the first place, I have to protect my money. You see, it was just a bit loss or no loss because I trailed my hard stop, no loss, just all teeny tiny profits, but always be prepared in case that. So, and that's last night, I opened a trade again. Yeah, and let's see what happens. If we see a next trend candle, then we have to cut the loss again. If the price is going lower, everything is fine. You know what happens next? I guess you don't. You can speculate, you can analyze, but you will never know. And as my mentor used to say, we don't make money with analysis, we make money with buying and selling. Pound dollar. Yeah, that was my first shot. And when we reached the 0.2 and we came up, I trailed my hard stop closer and I didn't have a loss here. And now I'm waiting for a re-entry. Yeah, maybe I used the third trend arm, but here is a kind of difficult price zone. As you can see, if you go a little bit to the history, yeah, you see this is a price zone where we saw a kind of, yeah, resist, then it was a little bit support, then it was a resist again and resist again, and let's see what happens now. So therefore, I can wait for my re-entry. I don't have to use every single pip. I don't need every single pip. I can wait if my rules are really there. Kiwi JPY. So that was a little bit difficult. Here was my entry for the long. Yeah. And now I could see we came down to the 0.3, but without a break. The long trend is still valid. And thanks God, the price came back to my entry a bit. So I cut a little bit the loss. And this morning I trailed, it's the red line, I trailed my hard stop in case that the downtrend will continue. Because you see on the right side, the correction of the main trend is running in an own trend. So, and therefore I have to speculate that the downtrend is also able to continue. Yeah. When we have a break at this last 0.3 here, yeah, then it's fine. Then I can delete the order. But as long as you don't break this downtrend, I have to speculate and I have to be prepared that the downtrend can also continue. Yeah. And also, of course, can the long trend continue. It's in the third trend arm, same possibility like in the second trend arm. And you see here was a lovely move I took here. Let's see. And therefore I used to say all the time, be prepared for every trend in case you are a trend follower. If you have other rules, then it's just up to you. You have to do whatever you think in trading. The good thing in trading is you can do whatever you want. No one cares. The bad thing is in trading, you can do whatever you want. No one cares. So choose the right side. Kiwi dollar, third trend arm. That was my first profit. I took the second entry. Now I'm circling around the entry. Let's see how far the move will go. And the last one is US dollar, Canadian dollar. And it looks like we see a trend continuation. So we had an entry there, then the price come back. I saw my trend candles. I trailed a hard stop. And then the balance candle came back, and now the price is going through the 0.2. So now the strategy is done, basically. Yeah, the strategy says trend continuation out of the correction with a close below the last 0.2 has a probability of round about 70% in a second trend arm, and in a third trend arm 67%, 65% roundabout. So now the strategy is working, and now I have to watch the price really carefully, because I can see, this is an interesting price level here. You see, really interesting price level. So if I can see the buyers come back here, yeah, then I have to trail my stop loss and take the money or protect the money, because I can make a re-entry. Yeah. But I have to speculate that buyers come back too. So let's see what happens to the rest of the day. You can follow these trades on my live trading picture all the day. You will see the DAX most of the times. There's a chat. You can talk to me. I can see it. Sometimes I give a live update, sometimes not. It depends if I have much work to do, because in the first place, I'm a real trader like you. So therefore, this is the Forex morning call. I show you what I'm planning for the day. And if you have any questions, you can come to the Traders Yard room. So what's on my watch list? On my watch list is Aussie JPY for having this downtrend. But it looks like that the uptrend will continue for the moment. We are in a third trend arm, and that means I have to set a pending order by stop on the way up also. Coffee, the corrective uptrend is broken already, and we are in a third trend arm for the short position. So if the market will open 11:15 roundabout, then I will set a pending order on the way down. In case that the trend will continue to the short side, I have to be a part of it. CAD JPY, the long trend is still valid. It's a little bit late, fourth trend arm. Yeah, but I have a pending order in case that the downtrend will continue. CAD Swiss, actually, the long trend is broken and the downtrend is still valid. And I'm waiting for a re-entry here. I did this here, but I have to cut the loss. That was another one. I had no loss. So, sorry, that was a long, it was a loss. And the short I cut, I trailed because I could see, it's not working. So cut the loss on the watch list for re-entry. Euro British Pound, waiting for re-entry. Euro JPY, waiting that the downtrend will continue. Yeah, I have a stop sell order here. Pound JPY, we have two trends, long and short. I have a stop sell and a stop buy in case of one of them will continue. Kiwi CAD, it's just a long. I'm waiting for a re-entry. And dollar JPY, I'm waiting for my re-entry for a possible short again. So because with the first move, I took money and I made money, and this is really cool. So can you check the following daily shares? Okay, of course, let's do this. Let's see if I will find it. It's AMD. So here we go. AMD. You want to see it in daily chart. So if you wait until the end, they answer all questions. So AMD, I guess it's really cool because there's showing up a new uptrend. And if the correction is over, then entry to the long side. Really cool. Nothing more to say. And the next one is ABNB. ABNB, here we go. Kind of same procedure. Yeah, same. Airbnb also, lovely new trend. Next move, actually correction starts. Yeah, maybe an entry order at the point 2 in case that the trend will continue. If the price is going lower, then wait for a balance candle and come and open the chart, open the trade in the correction. Very, very good. So now the question, can you recommend a prop trading firm? Yes, I can. I'm trading with the Pfeiffer's. Pfeiffer's is this one I can show you. Just a moment. I show you this. Is this one. That's the Pfeiffer's. I trade with them. And actually I have an open account there and start with 10,000 again, by the way, because really strict risk management, because they lend you the money because it's investing capital, it's founded trading. Yeah, and you have different options. And I would recommend that you start here with this one. With low risk, for example, yeah, you have you can choose between the middle one with the first level is 10,000 or 6,000. And you see, you have to reach $375 or $600. Yeah, and then you can get to the next level, and the next level is $40,000, and it's real money. It's not a demo account; it's real money. Yeah. So, but the stop out in the low risk is 360. If you come down to 360, they close the account, so you cannot make them fail. You cannot make a misdeed. In the 10,000 account in the first level, you can lose $600, and then you get out. So the fee for the first level is 235 euros or 385 for the big account. Or if you want to go higher risk, then you start with 20,000, you have to pay 745. So I would, I have this one, the medium 385, but, and why I chose the Pfeiffer's, for example, is because you can trade your own strategy. You can use your own expert advisor, indicators, whatever there is. And of course, you can hold almost all positions over the weekend, which for me as a trend follower is really interesting because I have to, yeah, my positions are running for hours, for days, weeks, sometimes for months. Yeah. And of course, there is no time limit except in the first level. In the first level, you have 6 months to reach your target. And if once you get the second level, there is no time limit. You can, whatever it takes, you can trade as long as it takes to reach the next level. Except the indices. You can trade the indices, but you cannot hold indices over the weekend. So if you are a day trader, then really cool. So, and this is what I can recommend, okay? So which trend arms indicator are you using? Just my own. And in your opinion, DAX 40 stop have to be, yeah, it's kind of up to you where you set your stop loss. Actually, I have it here at, what is it? 13,059. Actually, there is my stop loss right now. And then I'm waiting for re-entry. Because if the price is going lower, then I see the correction is extensive, and then I have to make a re-entry. Okay. So great. This is my trend indicator. One of my students is a developer, and actually he's working to find a trend indicator which works with my logic. No one in the past, in the last 10 years, no one was able to create a trend filter, trend indicator, which follows this logic I teach in the course. So therefore, everybody has to draw the trend by itself. And now that's kind of test version, and he's working on this. It's not really working. It's not perfect. So, but maybe let's see what the future brings, because computers and indicators and expert advisors are stupid calculation machines. They don't work in a logical way. So therefore, it's really hard. It's really hard. So let's see. I just recommend learn how to draw the trend. This is what I teach in a course or in my community, and then you don't need any indicator. Okay. So guys, thank you for listening. I'm really happy that you were in my show today. Oh, we are done. So I wish you a lovely day, and yeah, be careful with your trading all the time. I hope we see each other tomorrow again. Have courage and be kind, and may the force of the logic be with you. I'm Markus Gabel, and the links are below the video. See ya tomorrow.